Well, hello there. How are you doing? Ooh, let me get rid of that. Hey, how is everybody tonight? It is 9 p.m. and time for our nightly healing, clearing, Ho'oponopono meditation, loving life, empowerment, and everything else. Hope you're having a great evening. Hope it's been a beautiful day. And I ask you today, as I ask you every day, what have you done today to make tomorrow a better place for you to be, for you to live, for you to thrive? And as we think about that, let's take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good evening, Katrina. And good evening, Tammy. Breathing in, fresh energy, fresh oxygen, fresh love, light. Good evening, Dell. Breathing out all stress, all anxiety, all fear, anger, dis-ease. So as we continue to breathe in and out, I want you to begin to think about something you'd like to clear on tonight. It can be anything. It can be something you want to have, somewhere you want to go, something you want to be, something you want to do. It can be health. It can be wealth. It can be business. It can be relationships. It can be quite literally anything. Anything you can think of that you think you want to clear on, do it. Bring it right there and just do it. And as you do it, try to think about it as if it's happening right now. So it's not that you want it to happen in the future, but that it's happening right here in this very moment. It's a beautiful thing when you do that because you're having faith in the system and you're bringing your own vibration into things actually happening, not just wanting things to happen. And when you do that, the next thing we're going to add into that is we're going to say, let's see if you can see it, hear it, smell it, touch it, taste it. Bring in all of your different senses to what you're working on and see if you can really visualize all of that in the present moment. Because that brings the energy closer to you. It brings you more in harmony with what you're working on. And then the next thing we're going to do is take it down into the heart. Because when it's in the heart, we can sense it easily. We can sense the shifts happening, and it's easier to have the gratitude that we're looking for and the acknowledgement that things are happening when they're happening in the heart. Good evening, Ingrid and Christy. So we've taken it from the mind down into the heart, and now we're going to begin to clear on it using, of course, the 4 phrases of Ho'oponopono to begin with, which are, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And as we're saying these, as always, we're saying them to ourselves and we're saying them to our connection with Source Energy. We're saying them to Source. We're saying, hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the data and memory that I brought into this particular existence. I'm sorry for my perception of what's going on out in the world. So whatever it is inside of me that I see out in the world, that's my perception. So we're clearing on our perceptions. We're clearing on the perceptions of the data that we've been given our whole life. So that's I'm sorry. The next one, please forgive me. And once again, we're not only, we're not just saying it to ourselves, we are saying it to our connection with Source. And we're saying, hey, please forgive me for all of my data, for all of the junk that I've brought into this particular moment in time, for my perceptions of what's going on out in the world. And, we're doing the work now. We're going to take the time and we're going to do the work. So please forgive me. I'm asking myself, saying, okay, let's do this. The next one, thank you. Gratitude. Gratitude really does make things work easier because when people feel your gratitude, they want to work with you more. They want to do more for you. They want to do more with you. And they bring more trust into that situation because they see the appreciation. And so when you have gratitude towards yourself, you actually feel the appreciation from yourself. You actually feel that you are grateful for what you're doing. And that's one of those things, um, have to versus get to. So, some people go, wow, do I really have to clean every single day? Do I have to do the whole Ho'oponopono every single day for it to work? And I look back at them and I say, yes, you get to. You get to do it every day. Once you learn it, you have a way to clear yourself, a way that you're not dealing with anybody else. You don't have to worry about anybody else. It's just you. It's something you can do for you. You're not asking somebody to fix you. You're not even asking for you to fix you. You're just clearing. You're just getting rid of all of that doesn't serve you, all of uh, that doesn't promote better life. So you get to. So don't ever think of these things as a have to. Whether it be working out or doing yoga or even doing your business. One of the shifts that I've seen with people over the last few months is people that used to come to me and say, wow, I have to go to work today. I have to do this. I have to do that. Are now coming and saying, wow, I get to go to work today. It's funny when you don't work for a month or 2 months or 3 months and suddenly you get to go back, you realize just how grateful you are that you have a job to go back to. I even know kids that are excited to go back to school right now. They're excited to have something different to do, a new distraction, but they get to learn something new. They get to be pushed because something that hasn't been happening for a lot of people is, we haven't been being pushed. So we've gotten lazy. So here we go. We're going to begin. That was thank you. We do need to talk about I love you because I love you is so powerful. When you can look in the mirror every single day and say, I love you, as you're looking into your own eyes, it's so powerful because you feel your heart open up. And then when you can say it to yourself, when you say it to somebody else, it really comes across in a loving way, in a true way. Authentic really does explain it, even though it's an overused word and overglorified word. But it is authentic. It's your real self. If you love yourself, it's so much easier to love others. And you really can't love others if you don't love yourself. Not really. You can say the words, but it still comes off a bit false. So here we go. We're going to chant the 4 phrases of Ho'oponopono and clear away all of this crap. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And as you're saying these phrases, you might be guided to say one phrase more than another. It might just come that way out of your heart, and that's perfectly okay. There really isn't a wrong way to say the phrases, although we did come up with one that was a bit questionable, and I'll share that with y'all one day when we're working on harmonic thought. We're actually going to talk about that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love 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 you. love you. And I love I. You could say that, but when you say I love you, you're truly saying it into yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And next we're going to go through Mourner's prayer. And the Mourner's prayer is, of course, so beautiful because it's a prayer of reconciliation. It's a prayer of acknowledgement that you, your family, relatives, and ancestors may have done things to other people that you would like to atone for, if you want to say it that way. And so it's a beautiful way to just acknowledge and to clear and to forgive. And here we go. I'm just going to recite it for you a couple of times and just follow along. This is one you can carry around with you for the rest of your life, long after we've stopped doing these meditations, which hopefully is not going to happen anytime soon. Divine Creator, Father, Mother, Son is one. If I, my family, relatives, and ancestors have offended you, your family, relatives, and ancestors, in thoughts, words, deeds, and actions, from the beginning of our creation to the present, we ask your forgiveness. Let this cleanse, purify, release, cut all negative memories, blocks, energies, and vibrations, and transmute these unwanted energies into pure light. And it is done. Divine Creator, Father, Mother, Son is one. If I, my family, relatives, and ancestors have offended you, your family, relatives, and ancestors, in thoughts, words, deeds, and actions, from the beginning of our creation to the present, we ask your forgiveness. Let this cleanse, purify, release, cut all negative memories, blocks, energies, and vibrations, and transmute these unwanted energies into pure light. And it is done. And we now chant do some of our chanting. So we've got a few mantras that we chant every night. And the first one being the mantra for Ganesha. And the Ganesha mantra is, Ganesha's the, the deity of removing obstacles. So Ganesha is known for being able to remove obstacles in our life. And when we chant this, we are clearing ourselves and we're clearing our pathway to be able to achieve whatever it is we're working on in our life easier, with less blockages, less obstacles. So here we go with the Ganesha mantra, Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha. Hello, Pedro and Holly and Jeannie and Tariq. Wonderful to see all of you here. And hopefully I don't mispronounce anybody's name. But if I do, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha. 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 The next mantra that we chant each night is Om Mani Padme Hum. And Om Mani Padme Hum is such an amazing mantra because it's chanted all around the world, and it's chanted by every Buddhist tradition, some of the Hindu traditions, and people who just love the definition of it. When we talk about Om Mani Padme Hum, Om the jewel in the lotus hum. And like the lotus, we grow up through the mud, through the dirt, through the water, into the air, and open up into a beautiful flower. And in this lotus, in this beautiful lotus flower, there's a jewel. And this jewel is the Mani jewel. And the Mani jewel is so important because this is our consciousness. And as such, as we chant, as we do our practices, we enlighten or we brighten and polish our consciousness to bring it into a place where we can rise into our own enlightenment. So this is truly a mantra of moving through our enlightenment, moving towards our enlightenment or our awakening, however you want to look at it. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And next we chant the Medicine Buddha mantra. The Medicine Buddha, our master healer, our master doctor, We ask the Medicine Buddha to heal our physical body, our mental body, our spiritual body, the earth, the sky, the heavens, all humans, all animals, all insects, all spirits, all beings on all planes of existence. We ask for healing. Teata hon bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Teata hon bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. Deyata hom bekunze bekunze maha bekunze raja samun gate soha. And now we go into our meditation portion. And just take some deep breaths. Hello, Susan and Kenneth and Brad. Great to see all of you here. Let's just begin to take some deep breaths. Adjust your posture. Get ready to sit and relax as we get ready to do our heart chamber, the fifth chamber of the heart meditation. And now we'll begin. And I call forth the fifth chamber of the heart, the generator of love, the super electron. And I ask you now to send forth hundreds of thousands of rhythmic waves of divine love into my garment, up into my mind, and out into my feeling body. And I call forth hundreds of thousands of rhythmic waves of divine love to go forth up into my higher self, our divine self, and up into our I Am presence. And I call forth these hundreds of thousands of rhythmic waves of divine love to send forth to Saint Germain, to Akasha, to Asun, to the angelic realm, to our guardian angels, and to all the beings in the higher realms. And I send forth hundreds of thousands of rhythmic waves of divine love to everybody watching, to all of our family, relatives, co-workers, friends, foes, to all beings. And I visualize a violet, pink, and white rhythmic waves of movement and see them as flames moving through the body, settling into the three chambers of the heart, the first three chambers of the heart: the love chamber, the power chamber, and the wisdom chamber. And feel the flames move up into the pineal gland, the pituitary, the medulla, the cerebrum, the cerebellum. And just feel them moving. Feel these rhythmic waves flowing through the body. And you can send these rhythmic waves of divine love to anyone or anything, anywhere. Just center yourself and say, I send forth hundreds of thousands of rhythmic waves of divine love. And then state where you want them to be, where you want them to go. So just take this time and send yourself and others hundreds of thousands of rhythmic waves of divine love. And we'll see you in about 20 minutes. Om Moga Vairo Chana Mahamudra Mani Badma Jala Bravadeya Hum. Om Moga Vairo Chana Mahamudra Mani Badma Jala Bravadeya Om. And take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, gently bringing yourself back. Slowly begin to open your eyes. Bringing yourself into the here and now. And as always, I want to thank you for joining in, being here for our meditation, taking 100% responsibility for everything in your life, doing your clearing, doing your manifesting, doing your empowerments, taking time to sit and do your meditation, building your practice day by day. Thank you so much for your continued support, for your continued sponsorship, for keeping these meditations going and keeping them on the air. Know that I love you so much, and may you always be well. May you always be happy. May you always be healthy. Please, everybody, stay healthy, stay smart, and may you always, always, always stay blessed. I will see you again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central. Know how much I love you, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.